In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to optimize your Google business profile to bring in more traffic, not just any traffic, qualified traffic, leads that are going to convert into customers for your business. Whether it's a plumbing company, an electrical company, any home service business, this will work. If you're tired of not ranking number one or just not getting enough leads from your Google business profile, I guarantee something in this video is going to help you. If you don't know me already, my name is Will Troop. I am the founder of LocalSync, an agency that helps home service businesses like yours succeed online. But without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, so I assume you already know how most of this stuff works on your Google business profile, but I'm going to give a brief overview anyways. This is where you do 90% of your setup. So like your address, name, phone number, all that good stuff. Reviews, you can go to your reviews from this button here, or you can just click here. Same thing. Photos, click on this. You can add photos and look at the photos you have already. Performance, this just shows you how things are doing. You can get some all right insights here. Advertise, I would never use this feature. It sucks. Don't use it. There's better ways to do it. Products, this is something that gets underutilized by a lot of companies, and if they do utilize it, they don't do it the right way. So I'm going to go over that later in this video. Services, the main thing here is you want to add subcategories and categories. The most important thing is your primary category being correct. If you're an electrician, you want it to be electrician. If you're a plumber, you want it to be plumber. Some companies screw that up. It's different by each industry. Just make sure your primary category is the right one. Bookings, you want to make sure that you have the link to your, whether it's Service Titan, House Call Pro, CRM, or a contact form on your website. If you don't want to use that, just make sure you have something here for bookings. Q&A, this is a feature that gets underutilized a lot by a lot of home service businesses. And if they do utilize it, they don't do it the right way. A lot of people aren't aware that you can do your own Q&A. And there's also an amazing way to get questions that you can answer that Google literally tells you what questions people want answered. So I'll go over that later in this video as well. Updates, this is super important. You want to make sure you're adding updates. This is how you add your offers and also updates. You can do photo and video updates. A lot of people don't know you can use videos, and they're super helpful with SEO. So we'll go over that. Ask for reviews. This just gives you your review link that you can send to people if you did a good job. Don't send them that if you didn't do a good job for them. This is kind of like the public facing part of it. So you have your social media profiles, your description, your reviews. You can send it to your phone for whatever reason, questions and answers, all this good stuff. So I'm not going to go into this too much because I assume you already know most about this. These three little dots here, business profile settings. If you want to add users, whether you're using an agency or you have someone else doing your, you just want to add someone in your profile to handle stuff for you. This is how you add people. And then all this other good stuff. So that's kind of the overview. Now reviews. So again, you go to this little tab here. The only advice I have for you with reviews is to make sure you reply to your reviews when they come in as soon as possible. And you can use a software for this, and it's going to use their review and make an automatic reply. What I would recommend, if you have the time and the bandwidth, is to have someone that interacted with that customer that wrote the review write the reply, because they have personal details about that interaction with the customer that they can add to the review, and it just makes it look more trustworthy, not some fake review and fake reply. I find that just adds more authenticity to your review replies. But if you're short on time, short on staff, just you can use an auto reply. It's not a huge deal. Just make sure you reply to them at the end of the day. The only other thing on this, and this isn't really related to Google business profiles, if you have a technician, you want to make sure they're trained to, right after the job is finished, ask the customer for a review. Obviously, if the job was done right, they should go up to the customer and say, hey, how did we do today? It would really mean a lot if you could write us a review on our profile. My boss would, like we're having a competition back at the office, anything. And typically they'll write the review, and you want the tech to stand there while they write it and be like, hey, can I help you with this? If you give clients time, they typically will like forget whether they just try to get the review immediately, because you have a super high chance of actually getting the review. And then also after that's done and the tech asks for the review, a few hours later, a CSR can call and say, hey, I'm just checking in. How was this job? How do we do? Blah, blah, blah. And then get a review on another external platform like Yelp or Facebook. But again, I'm not going to go too much into this strategy in this video because this is more about Google Business Profile, but you want to get reviews from customers because they're extremely valuable. So make sure you're maximizing that. Reply to them. Next thing that is extremely important is your content. And I want you to start thinking of your Google Business Profile the same way you think about your other social media accounts. So if you're like, hey, we need to do more social media marketing, even though half the time that doesn't even do anything, you want to use your Google Business Profile like a social media profile, like your life depends on it. So photos, you want to make sure you're just constantly posting photos. And these don't have to be super high quality. They don't have to be like professionally taken. Literally just have your technician take a picture of a job before and after, and you don't even have to like splice them together. Just take pictures of jobs, take pictures of your team, your company, office, your vehicles, take pictures of everything on an iPhone, on an Android, doesn't really matter. Just add them to your profile. It's really that easy. You don't have to think too hard about this. Just add photos to your profile consistently, get them in there. The other way to generate content is through Q&A, but we'll go over that later in this video. The really important part of this is updates and offers. So you want to be posting updates at least once a week for your profile. We've seen some companies rank that aren't really using this feature. They like stopped 2 years ago. They're still ranking. But it can't hurt to add updates. You're not really I don't think you're ever gonna get like a phone call from an update. This is mainly so that when people click on your profile and they see activity, they have a much higher chance of converting if you sent an update like a week ago, as opposed to them going on a profile and they haven't updated in the past like 3 months. They want to see that your business is alive and well, same way the customer does. Google wants to see that too. So adding updates and offers is a great way to just get more traction on your profile and keep it alive. Yeah, I'd say that's the most important parts of adding content, is making sure you're adding photos and then adding updates and offers. Also products too. We'll go over that later. When you're adding an update, you'll just click on this little thing here and then hit add update. And you can drop photos or videos in this box here. And video is you want to add videos to your Google Business Profile. It helps a ton with ranking. If you search for businesses online, a lot of times you'll see like a little video preview. It just helps with ranking, and you want to add videos. Especially with all the AI generated content nowadays, videos just make you look more legit. So what you're going to want to do is add a photo or video here and then create a description for it. Then you can add a call to action button. You can have your phone number with a call now, or you can have learn more. This typically is like the go-to CTA for any ad platform, even though this isn't an ad. And then click here and then add a link to your website. This can be your homepage, but typically you want it to be like an update for a specific service, and then a description for that service, and then a landing page for that service. But again, updates aren't really, in my eyes, to get conversions. I don't think too many people really go through updates and look at them. You want to act like they are something that a potential customer could convert from. But again, updates are mainly just to show Google and potential customers that you're alive and well. So just the most important part is posting these weekly. Offers is also another thing that is extremely important. Same thing as updates, but you have the offer title and then you have a start date and an end date. And then you can add more details here below. They say it's optional. I would always just add as many details as you can on your Google Business Profile. So obviously it has offer details here, coupon code, the link to redeem the offer, and the terms and conditions. These are pretty straightforward. Shouldn't have any issues navigating this. So yeah, super easy, and I would highly recommend using the offer feature, especially if you have like an offer. So just to add on the content side of things, here is the guidelines from Google. So the recommended resolution is 720 by 720 pixels, minimum resolution 250 by 250, video guidelines up to 30 seconds long, up to 75 megabytes, and resolution of 720p or higher. So honestly, the rest of the stuff on this page isn't really super important. You just want to make sure that if you make a video that you're going to add to your Google Business Profile, it has to follow these guidelines. Next thing that really gets underutilized by a ton of home service businesses is the products section. On my profile, I don't have any. I probably should practice what I preach, but I don't really get too many leads off my Google Business profile. It's much more word of mouth and referrals, but I'm going to show you how to do it here for your business because this matters for yours. So here you have the product name. So let's call it panel replacement if you're an electrician. And then category, you'd want to create a new category. Then you put in the category name here and then add it to that category. Price, you don't have to have this here. Typically for service businesses, you don't really have like a set price for something. This isn't really super important. This is product description. Make sure you just have a description of your service. The photo, this could literally just be a logo of your company. The really important thing is mapping this product, like panel replacement. You can also get super granular, say panel replacement in Chicago, Illinois. Sorry, my dog's making a lot of noises. So panel replacement in Chicago, Illinois, as opposed to just panel replacement, and then have one for each service area, and then linking to a landing page for that service. So like you should have location service pages for, especially for your big cities. So you'd have one for panel replacement in Chicago, Illinois, and then this would go to panel replacement in Chicago, Illinois landing page, your location service page. So this section is super important. You want to utilize it. I'm going to make another video of this in the future because I think this is pretty important, and it's too long to go in depth in this video, but make sure you're using the product feature. The next thing that isn't as important as some things, but is still important, is your social media and external links. So obviously when you set up your profile, you have your business name, your category, description, opening date, all this other good stuff. Make sure you have your website here. I assume you already do, but you also want to make sure that your social media is linked. So YouTube, it's owned by Google. So obviously you want to make sure you have a YouTube account. Even if you're not posting videos, just make a YouTube account and then link it to your account. Facebook, it's also super important, and this will allow Google to get the reviews from your Facebook account and import them directly into your Google Business profile in kind of like a separate section. It'll show up around here at the bottom, not in the reviews tab. Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, just add all your social media profiles because it makes you look more legitimate. And then Google will have a better time indexing your stuff and help you rank. Also, if you're finding value in this video so far and you want to see more videos like this, I would highly recommend liking this video and also subscribing to the channel. Not for my sake, but if you are the owner of a home service business and want content that's going to help you grow it, that's what I do. So yeah. So another feature that a ton of home service businesses struggle with is the services tab. So you click here and then you can see all these auto recommendations. I would highly recommend just clicking OK whenever these get set up and then removing them after the fact. These auto recommendations are really good for SEO. Again, I'm not really doing too much on this profile, but for your home service business profile, this is extremely important. One of the things that I like to do is obviously you have the primary category and then you have all these subcategories. I use a tool called GMB Everywhere, and you can click on this little Find Services button. I'm going to show you how this works. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I just use their product and I like it. So I'm going to show you how to use it. So now you can see on GMB Everywhere, we have the category that I have already on my Google Business profile. And it's also recommending some secondary categories. So advertising agency, I honestly should add this one. So marketing consultant, I don't really do too much consulting, but I like to implement. Internet marketing service, like these are actually great for my profile. So yeah, you're watching me grow in real time. So marketing agency, obviously there's the primary like category, like the service, and then there's the subcategories. So SEO services, PPC management, social media marketing, content marketing. If you use this for your home service business, it'll show you all of the different things you can add. So like, let's say we want to add website development. I'm going to copy this here, then I'll show you how to add these to your profile. We copied the subcategory from GMB Everywhere, and we just go back to services and then add more services. And then this is a custom service. So we just paste website development here and then hit save. It's that easy. So what I normally do is just get a bunch of, I copy and paste a bunch of the words or subcategories from GMB Everywhere, put them in a document, and then just add them all as custom services under the category. So another super important feature is Q&A, and this gets underutilized by pretty much every home service business we come across. And I'm a hypocrite because I don't even use it, but this is extremely important. And I'm going to show you how you can, like a lot of the home service businesses that we work with are like, well, I don't know what questions to ask. Like I have the answers to pretty much any question because I know my trade, but I don't know what to ask. And you can ask your own questions and answer them. So I'm going to show you how you can pretty much cheat the system and literally get the questions that people want answered, and then just ask them and then answer them on your Google Business Profile. I'm just going to explain this really quick. I typed in how to optimize Google Business Profile. You scroll down a little bit past the ads, and then there's this little section here called People Also Ask. So for me, if I wanted to start answering questions like how do I fully optimize my business on Google? How do I boost my business profile on Google? And then if you click on it, it gives you more questions. And these are literally, this is Google telling you what other people want to know. So you should be answering these questions, the ones that relate to your business. So this is for me. So like how to boost SEO on Google. Why is my business not at the top? But you can do this for your trade. So how to fix a leaky pipe. So you type that in. People also ask, how do you fix a leaky pipe without replacing it? You just ask this question word for word and then answer it in your own words. If you want to take this one step further, and this doesn't really relate to your Google Business Profile, you could if you add it as a video update. We do People Also Ask interviews for our clients. So we literally just go through these, and then for their target categories, we ask them a bunch of questions under People Also Ask, turn that into video content, take the transcript, turn it into a blog post, upload that blog to the website. It's a video blog post, which is a SERP feature on Google that helps you rank. And you were literally just addressing the questions that people want answered. So it's a way to generate a ton of content for things that you already know are going to work. You can do the same thing for your Google Business Profile. So use People Also Ask in the Q&A. Now, one of the last things that I want to talk about is the advertise feature. I would never click on this button and set it up how they want you to. I'm going to show you kind of how, first of all, how the ad looks on the Google Business Profile advertising, and then kind of show you the best way to run ads on your Google Business Profile that's not using this button, because this sucks. Again, when you're running ads for your Google Business Profile, you don't want to run it off that account that they try to make you create. You want to run it off the same PPC account that you're running your typical ads on. This is a search for plumber near me. I live in Las Vegas. So I'm just going to go through kind of how these search results show up. So first, it's always Google guaranteed if you're typing in a service. And this is like a separate kind of ad account. I'm going to make a video on this in the future because these are really important and really easy to use. Then it's the pay-per-click results. So this is people running Google ads, and it's your business profiles. And I wasn't able to find an example right now for like how it shows up whenever you're sponsoring a Google Business Profile. I'm going to put a screenshot up so that you can kind of see what it looks like. But it's a super sneaky ad that looks organic, and you should be doing that for your company. I'm going to show you how to connect to your ads account so that you can take this little spot right here. This isn't that, but again, just if you want to have your company show up like the screenshot I showed, then I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so you always want to make sure your Google Business Profile is connected to the same account that you're running your pay-per-click ads on. So to do that, you go to campaigns, and then you can just go here. And then you go to assets, this little thing on the side. Click on that, click plus, and then your location. And then you hit our locations, and then you would select, you should have the Google account that you're connected with your Google Business Profile to here. And you select that, hit continue, and then you'll be able to see the locations. So you would hit save, and then you just add your location. So I would add local sync here. And that'll connect your Google Business Profile to your Google Ads, and then you'll be able to take that sponsored spot. So this is really important. If you're running ads, you don't want to waste money. Just connect your Google Business Profile. You want to connect everything. They all work together. So hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, I would ask them in the comments below. But also, I'm not sure if I'm going to continue doing this in future videos, but since this channel is super small, I'm going to drop my personal cell phone number. Please don't call it first. Shoot me a text, because I, like you, I don't answer calls from people I don't know. So shoot me a text with your name, business name, and then just like We can literally just go back and forth and talk about whatever you want to talk about. So yeah, hopefully you found some sort of value from this video. And again, if you have any questions, just let me know. I appreciate you watching if you stuck to the end. And yeah, I'm going to keep posting content, so look forward to it.